Welcome back. Well, I'm sure everybody hopefully at this point has their winter tires on. And if not, maybe you don't have a car and you're looking for a new one. So I'm happy to invite Jacob Black, Senior Editor of AutoTrader, into the studio today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so AutoTrader, you get on there, there's so much to choose, but you're quite smart about this. You're going to tell us what's the most popular. You've got something going on there.
That's right. It's really difficult, I think, for a lot of people that first get to autoTRADER.ca. There's over 350,000 new and used cars.
Yes.
So knowing what you want is difficult. So one of the things that we try and do is help people buy with confidence by adding some expert reviews, some comparison tests, and some content to help people narrow down their search and sort of figure out what's best for them, and also where their car fits, within the marketplace as well.
Which is fantastic, because I feel like we've been on the selling end and you guys have been top A service, which is fantastic.
Great to hear.
But do you find that there is a popular car that everyone is going for on the website?
We do. We find that there are trends that sort of follow sales trends. So some of the most popular cars that are searched for are, things like, the Honda Civic and the Honda CR-V. And we've seen as well that we're following that same trend that the industry is following, where SUVs are ever more popular. They
do seem ever more popular. I feel like there was a time where the van was ever so popular, and now people are trying to somewhat downsize, and the SUV is that where it's going? Yeah,
we're seeing this surge, and year on year again, for just in the last year gone, there was a 7% increase in people searching for and buying SUVs, and
wow,
it's taking the market by storm.
Okay, so what are the benefits of buying an SUV?
I think a lot of people like an SUV for that upright, that high driving position. It's easier to get in and out of, it's easier to load things into and out of, and people like the space, the extra seating, the cargo area, especially places here in Ottawa where it snows a lot. There's an all-wheel drive advantage. People like to have that confidence in
so most SUVs are all-wheel drive?
The vast majority of them now, yeah. And even the ones that offer a four-wheel drive variant, that's sort of the base, that's the volume, that's the price leader that doesn't actually sell that many units. So most people that are in an SUV are buying the all-wheel drive or the four-wheel drive versions.
And do you find with that popularity and the trend and traffic and everything else, it is one of the safer cars on the road? There's
definitely a perception of safety, and there's definitely circumstances where bigger is better. So we know that bigger vehicles often perform better in a crash. So people have that sense of safety. And one of the things that as more SUVs hit the road, people don't want to be in a car surrounded by SUVs that they can't see past.
I was thinking about that.
So it's a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy where people start to buy SUVs more and more because if you can't beat them.
And do you sort of give the details on AutoTrader of how best to look for your family? Like if I'm going on, help me search.
Absolutely. So one of the things that we did recently, it's a really good example, is this 10-way SUV comparison test, where we took them out, we drove them over 2 days, back to back, hundreds of kilometres. So we had 9 of our drivers out, and we drove 10 cars. And we look at things like fuel economy and space and design and technology and performance as well, because some people that buy SUVs still want to go fast, and some people want something that looks good as well. So. And what we do is we rank them in all of those categories, and we let you see which ones perform best, in those individual areas, and then which ones perform best overall as well. And we try and give them a ranking, because otherwise it's not fun to read.
Yes, no, and that's brilliant that you have them in all the categories, because like you said, some people like certain things and some people like others. So what are the most popular SUVs that are out there?
The most popular ones are things like the Honda CR-V, the Subaru Forester, the Mazda CX-5, the Toyota RAV4, Kia Sportage, Hyundai Tucson, Nissan Rogue, and then slightly smaller now, the Nissan Qashqai. And those are the things that people are really looking at, and those were all in our most recent comparison test. And to give you an example of where we were able to rank them, so our top 3 all scored well for very different reasons. So
really?
So the Mazda CX-5 is a beautiful looking SUV, and looks is still, design is still a key purchasing factor for anyone, for any car. And so the Mazda CX-5 did really well, especially on the interior. It's a really beautifully executed interior with great materials. So for design, it really is tops, and it handles very well as well.
Okay.
And then in second, we put the Subaru Forester up because it's got this fantastic 2-litre turbocharged engine with excellent performance. It's got Subaru's very famous all-wheel drive system, so great capability. And it's got massive cargo space,
Yes,
so
it
second
does.
out of anyone
Yeah.
in our test. And then our overall pick that the 9 of us voted on was the Honda CR-V, and that really scored for enormous cargo volume. It had easily the best, and also for fuel economy. It was by far and away the most fuel efficient of all of the SUVs that we tested. So for people that are searching for those things, the CR-V is a really great fit.
And I love that people don't need to go to all the dealers. They can go to autoTRADER, and you've already set this perfect ranking up for them.
That's right. And the more research that you want to do, whatever it is you want to buy, if you go to autoTRADER.ca/expert, and you can read through our reviews and sort of help inform your decision and buy with some more confidence.
Yeah, and then can you ask questions on this site as
Absolutely.
well?
We've got Facebook comments. We've got a very active Facebook sort of audience that we engage with regularly and answer as well.
And then for you to be a senior editor of autoTRADER, did you like play with cars from the age of 2, or like how did that come about?
Really, I've always been a car person. I've
Okay.
been pulling apart cars, working in my dad's shop and friends' wrecking yards, and playing with cars all my life.
So it's
and,
always part of it. And do you feel like your team has that same dynamic and passion for cars?
Absolutely, yeah. We love cars. We love everything about them. We love driving. We love sort of exploring the nuances, and also we really enjoy actually informing people and helping people make those decisions.
Yeah.
Improving that confidence and helping people really fall in love with their car, because it's something that really suits them.
Well, I'm so glad you joined us for the show. This is fantastic information. Thank you, Jacob Black.
Thank you so much.
Everybody get to autoTRADER.ca. They are going to help you do what you need for you and your family and your car. Don't go away. We'll be right back with a lot more Daytime.